All right, we're live.
Hello.
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 So what's up? What's new? How you doing? How you feeling?
Better. My voice is almost back to normal, finally, after weeks.
What is it
Still a
from,
little.
you think?
I don't know. I had a really bad cold. Same shit happened to me in December. I flew back from California, got a cold on the plane, and it took like 4 weeks for my voice to like stop being raspy. And it's like the same shit. I had a cold 2 or 3 weeks ago and just did, I guess, a lot of havoc on my voice, I guess. I don't know.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
So, hey Olap, I haven't seen you in mad long. How you doing? How you been? Yo, by the way, I have a question for you. You didn't watch my live stream from the other day, did you?
No, I was on a Indiana poverty pig strike. Why?
Because yo, did you know why I said what I said to Sam about the sauces?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Remember when Sam came on my stream and I gave her my number? I said something to her very fast out of nowhere about her fat ass and her mad sauces.
I
Do
still haven't
you,
heard that. I still haven't listened to the full clip of you and her. I can't deal with her voice.
oh my God, dude. Only reason why I'm asking if you knew why I had said that is because in my stream, we watched the clip I was talking about. Have you ever seen that clip? I wasn't even over exaggerating. Yo, she had 5 sauces on deck, a big old round pile of ranch. And then
Where?
she was sitting in the Wendy's just eating fat
Who?
Sam.
When?
I don't know when, but it
Oh.
was her.
I mean, this is the same woman who her wife was like, yeah, I had to stop my wife from drinking Whataburger sauces because she has type 2 diabetes. I mean, I'm
Dude,
not
I don't because
surprised.
listen, I believe her because I haven't finished. Listen. So she had a round bucket of ranch. Then she had 4 more sauces. For some reason, she had 2 opened of each of the same kind. So she could go knuckle deep on both ends of each nug. It was some of the fattest, filthiest shit I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, I can't believe the
I'm not
audacity.
shocked. So there's a video out there of this. I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah.
All right, I'll skip it.
Sama,
I'll skip your last stream.
dude, Sama provided us with the clip because no one knew why I'd said that. No one had remembered that clip. Oh, it was amazing.
Not
And
surprised.
I wasn't over exaggerating, not even a little bit.
I'm not surprised.
It was rough. It was gross. How dare anybody?
Gross, but not surprising.
What up,
Hello,
Judah?
everybody.
Yes, I think so. Olap says, are you talking about the video where she's talking shit on Yaba and MFW? Yes. She did mention Yaba in the short clip, but it's so funny. She's sitting there talking shit about 2 other fat women, calling them fat and disgusting and deplorable, while she's sitting there fucking 5 sauces deep and you can hurt like when someone's eating and you can hear it fucking grumbling around in their throat. She couldn't even clear her throat or stop eating for a moment to not hear it grumbling around in her fat throat. Ugh. It was so grotesque.
Well, it's so on brand.
Oh, but I thought they were the ones who call out fat shit. No, they be fat shit.
So it must have been an old clip then if she was talking shit about the love of her life.
Yeah, it was pretty old. Pretty old. Oh, do you want to watch it? She linked it again. Do you want to watch? Super
God. Just,
short. It's super short.
all right, go ahead. She gives me fucking anxiety.
All right. Where is it? Come on. There we go. All right. Oh, you're gonna love this gaining ground. Just wait. It's disgusting and deplorable.
Can't wait.
and
I can't
yo,
wait.
and yo, tell me if I'm over exaggerating or not at all.
Oh my god, she called it ASMR. Oh my god, look at all the thumbs down. Jeez.
That's the ranch. Then she has two more. And look it was once filled to the brim. Now it's like 3/4 gone. So she has a big old tub of ranch and then two of each of the same sauces. And she dips it like a fucking child with her fist. And she goes, just wait. It's so fat and filthy.
And so on brand. Look at that. Look at that
This one's
trotter.
Catherine. How's that pudding cut, Catherine?
She really has always just been a miserable, no-life loser for years, huh? Like, she literally is sitting in a KFC alone. I'm assuming she's sending MFW some kind of message. Like, she's been a fucking loser for years. I can't
I
handle it.
know. And yo, of course, the camera never
I
on
can't
herself.
handle it. I can't handle it.
Dude, never the camera on her fat self. And believe it or not, dude, this was at a time where Yaba was camming up. Yaba was showing up with her face every day, all day. And then we got this mugging bully fatting it up, talking shit. What? No way. No, that is so poetic.
I mean, that makes sense if Catherine is MFW, yeah.
And isn't her wife getting that same surgery right now?
Oh, I guarantee you, yeah. She's never this quiet.
Dude, I've heard people speculating, saying that they think she's in surgery like today.
But let's not forget, they made fun of me and Belinda for being on the jab, and now old Greasy E is on the jab too. So it's like they just can't get out of their own fucking way. Their internet footprint is so delicious and delightful, and the fact that they think they could ever portray themselves as victims to anybody when their years of fuckery is just it cracks me the fuck up every time.
I know, man. Yo, it's the audacity for me. I cannot handle it.
I don't think I've ever sat alone at a KFC. That's kind of
I
depressing.
heard a rumor that Katie and Yaba are trolling Amy and Tammy Slayton again.
Look at that mouth. Her mouth is full.
Over there in Tammy's chats.
Dude, you could hear it in her throat and in her fat gob.
I heard a rumor that Yaba trolling Slayton.
Bro, every word she utters is that. It's so grotesque. Just prepare yourself.
Mildred Fierce, gurgling on nuggies.
Y'all better knock that shit off.
God, she's always been a desperate pick-me loser. It's so sad.
Someone drop wedges for the love of God.
Ah!
Look at that trotter.
Yo, tell me not that doesn't look like an owl. That looks like a fucking horned owl.
I guess.
When she was holding it up upright, don't make me rewind. That is an owl.
Please, you're right. Oh, God, you rewound.
It's an owl. Right?
Sure.
Come on.
To that.
Now watch as she goes fucking nuck deep in both fucking sauces on both fucking ends.
Uh,
Ah! Oh, I didn't even realize this, guys. I look at this here that we missed. Guys, so not only does she have 5 sauces on deck, but she has packets of other. We got honey mustard. We got smoky. No, what is this one? Dude, we got 4 more sauce. I was not exaggerating. She is fucking, these are mad sauces. Tell me not. By the way, guys, I apologize. That mad sauces emoji will be up tonight. Mark my words. I'm trying to figure out like how to make it look, like how to format it. But I think I've gotten it finally. So look for that emoji.
how ironic. Fast forward 7 years, and now her wife's getting her stuff. Her own, now literally trolling MFW for getting gastric bypass. Fast forward, she's on the jab, and her wife is under the knife. I mean, it's just everything Sam does is just fucking poetic justice. It's fucking fantastic.
And do you hear her fucking orgasming and fucking singing little ditties?
Yeah, this
She
is
so fat enthralled in her nugs. I can't even believe it.
the MFW thing was an excuse to be a fatty. Like she just wanted to go to KFC. She wanted to plow through 55 chicken tenders, and she was like, "I'll just pretend it's a troll for MFW."
I can't believe we missed the other packets of sauce in front. Oh my jeez. No, and I was spot on about the number 2. I was guessing, but there's 5 on deck on the table and then 4 more on the fucking bag. I accidentally guessed 9, and it is fucking 9. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it.
Oh, how ironic.
Dude, I can't. I cannot. So, do we want to react to anything else, or should I just take it off?
It's up to you. Somebody said, how
I
long
know,
before
Jay.
Yaba gets, if Yaba did go under today, how long do you think it will take for her to come back to streaming? Oh, she'll be propped up in front of that microphone, like Weekend at Bernie's. She'll be wheeled right up, propped right in front of the microphone. Like, all right, babe, get to work.
Do you know normally, or from what I've heard, a relatively healthy individual,
Yeah.
they recover, like recovery time is pretty
Takes
quick.
weeks.
No, pretty quick.
She's not a relatively healthy individual. I'll be shocked if she's considered that.
No, but I mean in the sense that I think she'll be able to stream right out the gate.
I don't think so. Everyone who I've heard has had that surgery says it's brutal for weeks.
And I would just like to go on the fat record and say, genuinely, despite all of the death that Yaba has wished upon me, I genuinely do. I wish her a safe surgery. I wish her a healthy recovery. And I wish for her health in the future, not only for herself, but for her children. And I hope that maybe if she drops some weight, maybe she will feel happier within herself, and maybe her soul will not be as fucking hideous. So this could be a good thing, guys. I'm looking at the positives here.
All right. We'll see. Only time will tell.
I know that you do not wish death on her.
Oh no, I don't. I believe in karma. I'm just, if I were her, I wouldn't have been talking the way she's been talking the last couple of weeks before major surgery. But that's just me. I mean, she gambles with karma all the time, so hopefully it goes well. Making merch about somebody's dead cousin shortly before going under for a major operation is crazy to me. But okay.
Dude, but see, that's why I'm saying I think it's so important that we need to be an example and be better than these people. I will never stoop down to their disgusting level. That's not who I want to be. That is never who I want to fucking be. They're so 111 in chat, by the way. Guys,
What's up?
please remember to hit the thumbs up. Please. It really makes such a huge difference for the stream.
Oh, 111 inch. I was like, what? I get it now, people.
So yo, tell
Oh, you're on mute. Hello.
am I back? Do I sound okay? Yo, do I sound okay?
Yeah, you're good now. Tell you what?
But wait, do I sound fucked up?
No, you're still fine.
Okay. I was gonna say, tell me, what do you feel? How do you feel about the one you reacted to today?
I mean, she's a broken record. I mean, when I heard her talk about, oh, now she's attacking my mother, I just sit here thinking, that's your go-to for everybody. Like I don't know if they black out in rage when they do the shit they do, because she sits there and she's like, why are you bringing my mother into this? And I'm like, wait a minute. You and your wife brought my mother into it for weeks. I don't know, or if she just counts on the fact that her audience doesn't watch her on the other channels. I don't know. She's just such a hypocrite. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah, dude, in this specific stream of hers, the rewriting of history, the projection, the hypocrisy was so fucking off the chain. It was comical.
It was just fascinating to listen to. We demand to know where the cat is. We demand justice for just saying.
Now
I'm like, wait a minute. Where were you before? Where were you before?
Dude, another thing, I think it is so disgusting and fucking inappropriate that she is willing, and she's done it on Twitter, like not verbally, but with these exact words. The fact that she is willing to use Just Saying's cancer diagnosis.
Yeah.
I can't. It made me not even know if it was appropriate for me to cover it because of how fucking inappropriate it is.
It was disgusting, but on brand.
I'm just, dude, there's no excuse for it.
When Yava said like about how FFG, you've been so vile to Foodie Beauty, I said, excuse me? What?
I want to read Creasy's comment.
I don't get it.
Creasy says, I think she believes this will be a miracle cure. She'll stretch that stomach back out. I'm surprised her doctor hasn't made her lose a certain amount of weight before he do her surgery. Listen, he may have. Usually that's how it goes. They want to see that you're capable of, like, that your mind is in the right place most of the time.
It was very telling on that stream I reacted to, where she goes, just wait 2 months from now when I'm skinny or whatever. I'm like, you really think that that's how this works, don't you? Like, she really thinks she's going to cut her stomach in half or whatever, and she's going to be done in 2 months. So I said on my stream, I've had 3 words for you. Michael B. Petty. He had 2 of these, allegedly. And it's not as easy. They think it's a miracle cure. Like, oh, I'm going to get weight loss surgery and I'll be a skinny mini. I know a lot of people. Well, I know like 1 or 2 in real life, but you see stories all the time. People get bariatric surgery and they either lose a little bit and then stop losing, or they lose it and then they gain it all back. It's not a miracle cure.
Hexy says they don't require weight loss for weight loss surgery anymore, but you do need to shrink your liver for 2 weeks before surgery. How do you do that without weight loss, though? Do they do it with medication? Like, how does one achieve that?
It's probably hand in hand, a little bit of weight loss. But I mean, it only takes 2 weeks to shrink your liver. I don't know. That seems that seems like not a lot of time.
Busy Bee says it's inspiring as fuck watching James Brightman's progress without surgery. And yo, shout out to Busy. Do you know what Busy posted on Twitter that I loved? Busy made a post on Twitter saying that she's interested in doing a video or stream or whichever, covering like some good things, some like bright topics, like showing somebody who has had success in their weight loss and showing like good things, like basically giving people their flowers in this community. And I thought that was such a beautiful idea, and I wish we could see more of that. And I hope that when Busy does that video, I hope it's successful, because it's so unfortunate that the negative things are what garner the most views. I would love to see a positive video garner the same amount of success. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I don't even have an issue with the surgery. Like sometimes, if you're in that much of a dire situation, you get the surgery. But her problem, in my opinion, is she's not doing this for the right reasons.
I
She's
agree.
doing it to own people. She thinks she's going to own everybody. She thinks she's going to be super thin in 2 months and turn her camera on and own us all. And I'm like, let's say it does work for her. Let's say she sticks to it. If her personality is the same, nothing's going to fucking change. You'll just be a skinnier bitch. Like I don't get it.
Yeah, dude, remember what I said in the beginning, how I actually wish her the best and I hope that it changes her for the better? I have a big
It
fear and a
won't.
sneaking suspicion that it's
It
going to
won't.
make her worse.
Oh, it
I,
is.
it's
She's
going to
gonna. Oh,
boost
me,
her
Foodie.
ego.
Foodie. Look at me, Foodie. I'm so much better than everybody. Ugh.
I hope that's not the route she goes. I really do. Like,
Yeah,
yo,
well, it probably is though. It probably will be.
yo,
All that rum.
do you know who was great and who had such a visible mental shift with their weight loss success? Do you remember Biggest Mikey?
Yeah, I remember a long time ago. Yeah.
Yo, he used to do hate videos like criticizing the fat women, but
Yeah, I remember.
then when he started having some real life success, his entire mind shift
Yep,
changed.
it did. I remember
He
that.
was like, listen, I'm living a better life, a healthier life. Not only that, but I empathize with these women, and I'm not going to spend any of my time on this negativity. I am better than this. It was beautiful to see.
Yeah, I just don't, I don't know. If she's successful, I'll be shocked because she's just doing it for all the wrong reasons.
I think
'Cause it's-
I think that may be why she may succeed, because she seems to be somebody who is
no,
like
no.
driven by vengeance. So
Yeah,
she
but
may just get skinny out of vengeance.
no, but it is still the mental issue with food. You can't just vengeance. If it was if vengeance was that easy, nobody would be fat. I'm gonna get it's you, unless you fix the mental issue, it's not gonna work. And I don't think you have to do it for the right reasons. And I don't think she's doing it to get healthy. I don't think she's doing it for longevity. I think she's doing it. I if those two idiots had never started this and hadn't gone in and me and Belinda as hard as they had, and everything was still the same as it was 18 months ago, I don't think this surgery would be happening. Like if they never started the shit with Belinda, if they never came after me, if everything was the same as it was in November of 2023, I do not believe for 1 second she'd be having the surgery. I think
No,
she's doing it because of Griff Gang. I really, and
no,
that's really fucking sad.
I think the tipping point was Keem. I think the tipping point is when she showed up on Keemstar, fucking loud and proud with her cam turned on, and everybody was like, holy shit, woof. Buzz, your girlfriend is fucking hideous.
Maybe I don't know. It's just whatever. I really don't care. She's just unless you fix the addiction. Oh, like Husky said, she'll always be a food addict. Unless you fix the addiction, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to work. I personally would rather deal with the nausea and side effects of like an Ozempic than do what she's doing. Like, no, I'd like my stomach at the size it is. I
Yeah,
don't want
dude,
to.
I don't listen, me personally, I wouldn't go either of those routes. Yo, did you know that those Ozempic medications, they're made from Gila monster venom?
What the hell are you talking about? What the hell's a
Dude, they
Gila monster?
are that medication is made from the metabolites of Gila monster venom. Look it up.
I guess I don't know.
Spelled Gila, Gila monster.
I've never heard of that.
Dude, I didn't either until recently, and then I looked into it. That's insane. Cause it's venom. I have a sneaking suspicion that that's why it makes people so sick, like nausea, and it has that fucked up
I never
effect
really,
on
I
the
never really had,
stomach.
I never really had that though. I got lucky, but but remember though, Ozempic's been around for a while. It just was always for used for diabetes. Like people are like, we don't know the effects yet. People have been using Ozempic at least a decade.
And
It
wait,
was just used for diabetes though.
vintage camera girl, what duck poison? I've always heard that Botox is botulism. Everybody always says that Botox is botulism. I have never heard duck poison ever. No, no, not a synthesized version. It is synthesized from Gila monster venom. So it is a specific metabolite that they isolate from the Gila monster venom, and then they've made it. I don't know how the fuck did they figure out that
Well,
helped out diabetes? Who
I
is
just
out here doing fucking test runs on humans and then act because like, dude, Viagra, wasn't Viagra also an accidental side effect of some type of diabetes medication as well?
I don't know, but I just googled. There's distinct forms of botulism, toxin A through G. C is the most commonly among animal species, notably wild ducks and geese. So yeah, they're not wrong.
Whoa. See, okay, so we were both right. We were both right. Oh, okay, a heart medication. I knew it had something to do with something. Blood pressure, heart medication. That's so funny. That's so funny.
So funny.
And yo, tell me you totally heard her say that the homos killed their dog.
I mean, I heard it quickly, then I realized she said almost killed our dog, and I was like, I
Yes,
knew what she said after.
dude.
Yeah,
I knew that immediately that's what I heard and I kept replaying it. I knew that couldn't be what she had said. Even though she had just did you right before it tell me how do you feel about her absolute reach trying to call FFG homophobic?
it's just she. The woman's a fucking disaster, and I don't know why two disasters continue to want to continually put the spotlight on themselves. But because I don't think there's no self awareness. I guess I don't know. They're the two nastiest people I've ever met in my life. The shit they have said to people, about people, and I sit here in awe every time I see a tweet or I hear a comment of either one of them trying to paint themselves as victims, and I'm just like, what? Like, do you ever listen to the shit you say to people? And like I say, like there's two types of people. There are people who say mean things because they are provoked and they just snap. And then there are people who say mean things because they genuinely get off on it. They get off on being the worst motherfuckers to people. It's like sport. Hurting people for them is sport. And
You know what pisses me
I don't
off
get it.
though?
I don't get it.
It pisses me off that she's not even good at it. And anytime she ever does muster something clever, it's always stolen from somebody else.
I'm
Always.
talking about the real dark shit though, like my
But it's
mom,
never good.
Melinda's.
It's
Well,
never
no, but
funny. It's never
no, it's
even
not
based
funny.
in reality.
No, that's the thing. They don't even go for funny. They go for mean and nasty. Like when they talk about Junior dying, when they talk about my mother and her diapers, they go there, and then they think that they're gonna convince people that they're victims. I don't understand what fucking delusional world they live in. I don't know.
It
But
just
I said on my
pisses me
stream
off.
earlier, I just don't think they know. I don't think they understand words. And I don't think they know what the words like vile and evil mean. And I think that they think they're perfectly normal people saying the shit they say, which is crazy to me. Like, bitch, go out there and survey 100 people and tell them what you say to people online. You let me know how many of those people look at you and say, oh, yeah, that's totally normal. Spoiler alert, it's going to be 0.
I just can't deal. And yo,
I
I
can't.
have this up on screen. Vintage Camera Girl says it's like willow bark is aspirin. It thins the blood as well as reduces pain. I just wanted to make sure because I wanted to remind you guys that yes, willow bark aspirin is derived from willow bark, but aspirin is also pure salicylic acid. If you ever have a pimple, crush up some aspirin and put it on your pimple. Man, you will never use anything ever again. It works wonders. Aspirin for pimples, y'all. Crush it up, put a little water, put it on your pimples, sleep with it overnight. It will be gone in the morning. Because they peaked in middle school. I think they're the type that were bullied in middle school. And now they're taking their one opportunity to play the bully instead because they never had that opportunity as children.
Oh, well, I was informed today by Hussey that Sam announced that she will be attending the trial in July. And I'm like, oh my God, that's great. You are going to be, even though you're a witness, apparently. And I'm thinking to myself, even though you're a witness for the defense, you are going to be the best witness Hussey and I could have. Thank you so much. I cannot wait.
Yo, you know what you should do if that's true, just in case? You need to come armed with clips because part of your case, I've always said, and I hope you guys have prepared this. I've always said that one of the points against AK should be that she has purposely spread this defamation to larger YouTube channels and to larger audiences on purpose so that they repeat it to a larger group of people. And
I already have.
Okay, good. So
I already have
if she's one of the witnesses, then you playing clips, it'll just only help to prove
the
your
piece
point.
de resistance. Ma'am, is this you harassing the plaintiff's sister? And is this the defendant in chat screaming, call his sister, then call him next? Like, thank you.
Yes, yo, thank you for bringing
see you in court.
Thank you for bringing on somebody that will help my case against you. Like, what a fucking genius.
Excuse me, Miss Twat Waffle. You've repeated a few times that the plaintiff stole his house from his parents. Where did you get that from? Well, it might have been from the defendant, but I don't remember. I bet she's going to be pleading the fifth the whole fucking time. I plead the fifth.
Oh my God. Doctor on call. I have a feeling that that's going to be what we're hearing. That's what we're going to be seeing. Dr. On Call says, someone in my support group from weight loss surgery was post-op 2 days. And on discharge day, he went to Kelly's roast beef here.
Oh my God, in Massachusetts, yes.
And had a large clam chowder. We are supposed to be on clear liquids for 2 weeks.
Good luck. Exactly, Capone. I'm a YouTube live streamer. And then Alex Glitter's apparently going too. I said, oh, even better. Miss Glitter Queen, is this you in the following clip? I mean, like, yeah, we did call him Cliffy the Pred, but like, you know.
Dude, irradiated cornbread. Let her say. Can you imagine Gaining Ground? I don't recall that. Okay,
I can't say that. We have all the clips.
I know, Judge. We have a clip. Permission to play a clip.
Is this you, Miss Glitter Queen, admitting to calling the plaintiff predator? Maybe. There's a clip I have where Alex goes, I mean, like, yeah, we do call him Cliffy the Predator and stuff. And then you hear the defendant go, So anyway, she changes the subject. I was like, thank you, clipped.
Ooh, and yo, there's something I want to put on screen and address real quick. Hold on.
What? I don't think she's going either, Belinda. She's going to come up with an emergency like her kid or something. Oh my God, I can't go. Well, I mean, I'll be shocked if either one of them show up.
Okay. Now you told me about this as well, but I want to address it. So
I told you about what? Oh, that nonsense. Yeah.
Well, we have on screen here, 4-Wick Candle posted a bunch of a bunch of things that Sam has said regarding her calling my family. Let's read them together and then I'll comment. Sam says in chat, well, I called her mom, but her stepdad answered. He was very apologetic. He declined to give me her home address, but he said she lives in New York City, as do they, and confirmed that Julia is her stepdaughter and that Julia does speak with her mother. Then she says,
I know right there that's a lie.
I know. I'll get to it.
I mean, don't give too much away, but when I read that, I was like, I know for a fact that's a lie.
Just wait. She says, I thanked him for his time and apologized if I alarmed him, as that was not my intent. I told him I intend to send her a letter and ask her to formally stop harassing my family. First and foremost,
Who's
there
harassing
was
the
no
fucking
need, as can be seen, and
Ugh.
as she well knows, there was no need to call my family when I've given you my number directly. What is your excuse for not asking me for that information yourself? There
I
is
know.
no excuse. The intention was obviously to harass my family at dinner time on fucking Easter Sunday. Let's
No,
read the rest before I
they
comment.
she wants your address to pass, in my opinion,
I
she
agree.
wanted your address to pass along to your friends. When the number you gave her didn't come up with anything on Intellias, because that's what that's what her friends like to use to pull up shit. She then called your mother, hoping that they would just give you the address so she could pass it along to her buddies. The defendant is on record many times that I've passed over to my attorney of saying, I've gathered all of the docs information and I've handed it over to Zoom.
Let me
That's
finish
what
now.
they do.
Let me finish. She continues and says, no, her stepdad was very nice, but now that Julia has confirmed that indeed was her stepdad, and her stepdad has confirmed she and her mother speak and live in the same city, I'll just send my letter to Julia at her mom's house now. I'd like to say, idiot bitch. Now, I don't know for sure if he actually did say those things, because that is not correct. We live in the same state.
Correct.
I live in the city and they live in the burbs. I have said many times in stream that me and my mother do not get to see each other often, because by car, and this is without traffic. So if God smiled upon you and there was not a stitch of traffic, it takes 3 hours by vehicle to get from my mother's house to mine. Now, if you add traffic, which you're always going to get in New York, it takes more like 5. Me and my mother do not see each other often because of how far away we live from each other. If you think it is my mother's responsibility to deliver your mail, you've got another thing coming. I've given you my personal address, not my personal information. You should have asked me personally. Why didn't you? Oh, because your intention was not to do what you're saying that it was. Where's my phone? It just dinged. Hold on.
I question, does she just say this shit because she knows the idiots who are hosting said live stream just feed into it and prop up her ego, because she knows there's been no harassment. She knows this. I don't understand it. And I'm like, this has to be for the benefit of the moron she's using, right? Because reacting to a woman randomly who actually reacts to a woman every day is not harassing her or her family. I don't even know her kids' fucking names. Who am I harassing? Who are you harassing?
I know, dude. There was something. It's not here, but I wish it was. I saw another piece of something where she said something like that she looked into the laws in New York and that she's going to use against me the strict laws against harassment. Idiot! You didn't look into the laws appropriately. I have never, nor would I ever, harass you by phone, by mail, in real life. All I simply do is comment on your behavior that you put online. Look at the laws again, genius. That is not considered harassment. However, what you did with my family in the state of New York, that is. Now, my mother would like to let you know, and my stepfather, that they did not appreciate your deception when you called. And my stepfather said he wants me to tell you that you'd better not call ever again, and you better not send any mail to his house. Now that has been communicated, if you do, that is a legitimate criminal case of harassment. Look at the laws in the state of New York. I told you before, you didn't listen. I am not going to warn you again. Know what you're doing. Make better decisions.
And it's like, I've never reached into their lives. I've never called anybody, but she called my sister and lied and said I had an infectious disease. And that's another question. I want her to show up in July because that's another question I want Maxwell to ask her under oath. Where did you get my sister's number from?
Exactly.
Where did you get it from? Did you look at it yourself, or are you going to throw your buddies under the bus, or are you going to say I don't recall? The fact that she actually thinks that she can just walk into a courtroom and make shit up when we have everything documented is crazy.
Dude, I was just gonna say, do they really think that the court of law works like YouTube?
Yes,
that you can just lie when there's evidence to back up the contrary? Like, this is a court of law. It's very different than
Your
YouTube,
Honor,
right?
Your Honor, Mr. Gigi put up photos of my daughter against my consent. Actually, Your Honor, no. I reacted to her wife's video. Her wife put the photos up. Like what? Like, what are you gonna say to that? Like, I don't know, and that's why I think she's just gassing up the idiots because she can't be this fucking stupid. But then again, look who she's married to. Maybe she could be. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care.
It's all so.
Who have I harassed? Who have you harassed?
Nobody. And here's the
other
thing.
Day, the other day she goes, maybe I need to call his father next. I'm like, thank you for that screenshot.
Jane Grant, I have to ask you a serious question. If you and I are guilty of harassment simply because we give our opinions on YouTube, then what the fuck is Yaba's channel?
Exactly.
If that's what they consider harassment, holy God.
And she's trying to
explain that.
She's trying to twist things I've said to make it look like I've accused her wife of doing shit. I've already said what I've said to experts who have reviewed her. It was like you've said nothing wrong. You've presented your opinion. And based on what had happened 6 months prior that they had said and done to you, you had every right to ask the questions you asked. There is no case there. I said, I don't know if is it an intimidation tactic to see if I shut up? I don't know, because I'm not going to hire a lawyer. I'm going to represent myself. I won't need a lawyer. It'll take me 5 minutes to play Sam's greatest hits and then point out the fact that she has a history of bringing people to court to shut them up. Sooner or later, she's going to end up with a charge of her own. She needs a fucking charge of her own because her and her wife want to run the fucking show around here. But if you react to them, the police, lawyers, this, that, she likes to post this gif of a choo-choo train. Like there's lawsuits coming. She's going to dig her own grave.
I know. I think it's so fucking hysterical that they actually participate in actual harassment, yet they think it's a good idea to throw around, I'm gonna sue you for first of all, like, are you fucking kidding? Yes, let's go to court so I can show the world, the judge, that you are actually the harasser. Then you can be fucking responsible for all of the fucking bills incurred on both ends. Like, let's waste your money, genius.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, so you really want a judge to hear what you said about Pirate with the glee in your voice? Like, you really want a courtroom to hear that? Okay.
Do you really want a fucking harassment misdemeanor charge in the state of New York? In the state, what's your state?
Florida. Bitch,
you want one in Florida?
Oh no, and she has
you want.
And she has threatened me with her family members, and I've actually considered calling Tallahassee and filing an ethics complaint. Because I'm curious, I'm like, do they actually know she's using their names to intimidate people? Because I would think that a judge would want to know that. So I'm actually considering giving a call up to Tallahassee and be like, look, there's a judge in Florida. Here, his alleged sister is throwing his name out there to intimidate me on the internet. I don't know if he knows that, but if he doesn't know that, maybe he wants to know. I don't know. And if he does know that, I'm curious to see what bullshit he's going to believe from her, because everything she says is a fucking lie. So I don't think anybody's going to risk their career for a greaseball. I just don't think they're going to do that.
Can I ask you a serious question? Capone
What?
Boxer says her father used to be a mayor. She's talking about
Oh, I
Sam.
don't know. I thought he was a judge.
I thought he was a lawyer. Let me ask a serious question. If for real, in actuality, her father was a lawyer, lawyers make pretty decent money, yes?
But I heard that neither one of them want fuck all to do with her, the father or the brother. That's what I was told. I don't know if that's true.
Feel me where I'm going with this. If she had a father who made such good money, why did it take her fucking Yaba for hypocrite hate money to get fucking braces at age 50? Why your father couldn't afford a fucking orthodontist in your formative years? Why do you need your wife to pay for your fucking grill to be fixed with Chantel Hippo hate money at age 50?
I don't know.
Like what? None of that makes sense to me.
Nothing they do makes sense. This is why I said earlier. I think I can't imagine she's going to put herself in peril by lying egregiously to a judge, which makes me think that everything she says is for the benefit of the idiots that are doing her dirty work to keep them interested and excited to stream. Because they're all like, oh, all these lawsuits coming your way. There are no lawsuits coming my way. And if they are, they're going to be struck down. I've done nothing. I have done nothing.
Capone Boxer says, I thought bro was a cop. No. Capone Boxer, it's my
He's
father.
a judge now, I found out. No. Someone told me he used to be a cop.
It's my father who is a New York City police officer. Maybe that's why you're thinking that.
Someone told me
her brother that as well. Like, yes, but wait, you spoke to my stepfather, but did you forget that my father is a fucking cop? Like, man, these people really forget. They really forget who they're talking to here.
Somebody said her brother was a cop and now he's a judge or something. And I'm just like, I can't imagine anybody's going to risk their career for this, but I guess we'll find the fuck out. I won't need a fucking lawyer per se, a bitch. I will not need a lawyer. Show me the harassment. Show me the slander. If anything, you want to know what'll happen? I play all the shit they said about my mother are both going to be told to leave each other the fuck alone. That's where it's going to end up. Both of you leave each other alone. Whatever. I mean, I barely fucking talk about them, but every once in a while they like to throw in a sniff and a predator or Cliffy P on Twitter, but whatever. It'll be just like what her and DC got. How about you all leave each other the fuck alone?
It's just weird. It's weird.
It's pathetic.
Dude, and it's such a bad fucking idea.
It's going to make them look even worse online.
I know. That's
going to be a terrible look. Because if you can sit there and make up egregious lies about Belinda taking intravenous drugs, my mother this, you this, that, but you then go crying and lie to the court system because it doesn't go the way you thought it was going to go. She just constantly makes Yaba look worse and worse and worse because it's all her. I don't believe Yaba would be going this far. Making
to be honest, and so many people say this because a lot of people that are with us now, they're people who have had their eyes opened, who used to support Yaba and no longer do. Everybody says, and even I agree, that Yaba used to be different. She used to at least pretend to be a normal adult human being. If she did wrong, she would fall on her sword and admit fault and apologize. And she would vow to try and do better. She used to be a different person before Sam came onto the scene.
I mean, I wouldn't even know if it was before Sam, because even when she was with Sam, I used to say, like, I thought she was a self-aware person. She's not pretending to be on a weight loss journey. She understands the assignment. She's fat, foodie's fat. She's not thin-skinned. And then that whole thing was a lie. Her whole persona was a lie. I mean, Olap will tell you. Olap really thought she was somebody else, and then that mask came off and Olap's like, who the fuck is this?
Yo, I'll never forget, once Olap turned, that's when Yaba lost her shit. Olap turning was like Yaba's breaking point because Olap was a ride or die for mad long.
Yeah.
And then
Well, no,
once
but
Olap
Olap
was
didn't
like,
turn.
"Oh, I'm
No, 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 no,
done,"
no, no, no. Olap didn't turn. They kicked
they turned
Olap
on
out.
her.
Yes, because Olap got a
Wait.
Olap got a membership in Raven Star's channel, and Towley, that fucking loser, tagged Sam and Yaba, or one of them. It was like Olap just got gifted, not even joined voluntarily. Olap just got gifted a membership, and Raven Star and Master Raven Star talks poorly of you, and she was booted. That was it.
Who am I thinking of then? Who was it? Because it was, I think the person I'm thinking of was kicked out as well, but it was because their eyes were being opened and because they were starting to have negative
Who?
opinion of their behaviors. It was somebody like Olap who had been around for a long time. Was it Forwick?
No, I mean, there's so many though that were.
I know. I
There's so
can't remember
many.
who it is.
So many people have, and that's the other thing too that cracks me up. Like whenever they make these stupid threats, which I'm just not taking serious. I've already said, just fucking do it or shut up at this point. Let's get this over with. Because like I said, the worst that's going to happen is a judge is going to be like, "How about you both leave each other alone and stop wasting my fucking time?" The amount of people who have like either DM'd me or emailed me, and they're like, if she does take this, whatever. I'll be there. I will be there to testify about why I stopped supporting this woman. And it had nothing to do with you. It was because they told me to KMS, or they doxed me, or they
Dude,
said really
people,
horrendous things about, whatever. And I'm just like, thank you, appreciate it, but I don't think it's necessary. Her greatest hits speak for themselves. My
dude,
greatest hits, hold on. My greatest hits is me getting angry, responding to accusations that I sexually assault my own mother. Their greatest hits are just being nasty for the sake of being nasty. I did nothing to these women for them to have said the shit they said a year ago, because they thought they were going to drive me into. They had people in the ear saying, "Oh my God, Gigi's triggers are his mom and this and that." And I think Sam thought that they were going to get a full Gigi out of me. And instead I was like ignoring you.
Yo, I have to ask you a favor. Yo, please
What?
keep in mind that I am very much like you. If I try to interject, if you don't let me, at least soon, I will forget what I was going to say. I don't even remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, I
So if
don't. I lose shit too. That's why I
dude,
got to
that's
finish
why
my
I
thought.
try. If I try to interject, it's because I want to. It's to do with something you're saying, and if I don't get it out quick enough, I will lose it. So please just keep that in mind if I try to interject. Because I don't have no idea what the fuck I was going to say now. What were you saying at that time? Fuck
Just
you,
that that
man.
that that my greatest hits involve me responding angrily to the disgusting shit they've said. They're just disgusting for sport. Like
Oh,
they can't.
I remember. I was gonna say they have escorted people out of their community who have been there for years. Simply for saying something along the lines of, like on Twitter, like having a back and forth with somebody who was criticizing them. They've escorted people, longtime supporters, out for simply saying, "Oh, you know what? I agree. That was kind of fucked up." People have been escorted out for that level of
Lucky Lola
shit.
asked a question, and Yaba said, "KYS."
Yeah, dude, the most
Literally,
ridiculous shit. They'll be
a
escorted
mundane
out.
question. Lola wasn't even disrespectful, and Yaba's response with K was KYS, and Lola was like, "What the fuck?"
What's crazy is the message to the audience is always, you cannot think for yourself. If you don't think how I tell you to think, then get the fuck out. Who wants to be a part of that? Who wants to be told who they
So hug
can and
box.
can't watch? That's insane, man.
They're
Most
just.
people, don't you agree? Most healthy adults are listening to both sides before they make a decision on their own. But of course, Yaba doesn't want you to do that.
I'm just not that invested in this shit either. Like, there are people who either now or in the past were in bodega streams and they were in my chat, and people would be like, "Gigi, how can you let her or him stay in your chat?" I'd be like, because I don't care. If they want to sit there, I'd prefer them to go listen to bullshit and then come here for the receipts. I'm not going to tell people where to fucking go. I'm just not going to do it. I don't care.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And thank you for joining. Welcome to the membership, genitalia. Genitalia. I didn't realize that till I said it. You get it, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I get it. Yes.
Jen. Oh, and I love your profile pic. That's amazing.
It's really a level of fuckery and pathetic when you run into people like them who when they think they have the upper hand say the most out of pocket nasty shit, and then as soon as things go south, it's channel deletions, rebranding, police reports, and I'm like, how about you just stop running your fucking mouth then if you can't handle it? But they thought that they were going to run me and Belinda off the platform and get our channels taken down, and it didn't work out that way, and now they're fucking mad about it. And I'm like, well, have you thought about being better people? Has that ever crossed your mind?
Yeah, I mean, the tactics and the fact that the tactics are beginning to work, that people are genuinely being silenced by these tactics, it emboldens them to fucking continue.
Like, oh, Belinda, I think Rampage is in chat. I don't think they've been arrested yet. They were here earlier.
Has anybody been arrested yet? Members, can I get some gels and fucking chat? We're all going to jail, didn't you know?
Sam Hawks said that she believes there's an arrest warrant out for Rampage's arrest. I'm like, no, there isn't. I've gotten direct D threats on my life. And the police were like, it's the internet. You just have to block it and move on. They don't live in the same state as you. Like, that's literally what you're told by the police.
Oh,
the only reason why...
Rose, is that why you got kicked out? Do you see what I'm saying? Another example. You're not allowed to think for yourself.
No, you're not.
You have to support who they tell you to. You have to feel how you do. Who wants to be a part of a fucking cult?
The only reason I got any attention from the people who they claim I don't got attention from is because one of them was stupid enough to have that account and pretend to be part of the CIA and FBI while making threats on my life. And that was the beginning of where we are now. And stuff I'm not going to talk about, you know things specifically. But like normally though, like if somebody sends you a random threat on Twitter, it's not, the cops will tell you block it and move on. There's not going to be no arrest warrants for saying that on Twitter. It's not going to fucking happen.
I know.
But that's why I say I think she does that to excite these idiots, and she keeps them on the line. Like, oh yeah, lawsuits are coming and arrests are coming. And I'm just like, no, they're not. Lawsuits may be coming, but they're going to fail spectacularly.
I know. That's why I'm saying she's so stupid, because the things that occur online, especially the things that like you and I say or do, we advocate to never go real life. We advocate against doing that in any circumstance. But Sam actually does those things.
She encourages it.
And she's proud of it. So the fact that
years.
she thinks that she's going to successfully paint herself in the victim category, like, no, the world is not YouTube, idiot.
She needs to feel her whole validation comes from the internet, and it has been for a decade now. She needs to feel wanted, and she needs to feel revered. And Belinda and I and you were like, fuck you. We gave her the finger. You're not going to get that shit here. Go fuck yourself. But her new friends, oh my God, she comes into chat. Hi, Sam. I'm wearing your merch. And she says the shit she says because she loves that they love her. She needs to be loved. It's holy fuck. Go outside. Make a friend. Go to the PTA, meet some other parents. Go out to Applebee's, get yourself a chicken wonton taco appetizer. Go out.
Add sauces.
And some sauces on the side, extra sauce. Like, it's so weird. Like, I love being here and I love having fun and I love people that enjoy my streams. But when I'm not streaming, I'm just out doing other things. Like, I don't need people to like me. You know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it. It's just, she gets a fucking boner when she comes into a chat. It's like the Red Sea parts. Oh my God, Sam's in chat. Hey, Sam, you want to come up on panel? I'm like, oh, please.
And gaining ground, I don't know about you, but I personally, I wear it as an absolute badge of honor to be disliked by the people who like them. I would be worried if y'all, because I see what you cheer for. If you cheered for me too, I would question everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
I do
See,
not want to be liked by the likes of you. And it makes me, I can't believe that while they're on vacation, on holidays, their mindset is always YouTube and their
their
YouTube
life.
adversaries.
It's their
You
life.
couldn't pay me enough.
It's
When
their
I'm
life.
not live streaming, I'm not thinking about you. Are you crazy?
It's their life. Somebody said that, without saying names, that a certain somebody hosted a birthday stream for somebody else yesterday, and they were like, Gigi, it was just like hussy, 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 it's a little Gigi, a lot of peanut. Like, it was supposed to be like a fun birthday stream, and it was just the same raging, oh, we hate these people, blah, blah, blah. It's like, holy fuck.
You know they're gonna react to this one. Happy
Oh, of course.
birthday. Happy
She's got
birthday,
a
homie.
she's got a boner. The moment she found out I was going on panel with you, guarantee you the boner came out.
I
She's
just want to
fucking
say,
thrilled.
since I know that they're listening, I'd like to say that I think it is absolutely, first of all, happy birthday. I think it is absolutely fucked up that you have done so much dirty work and put yourself on the line for Yaba, and she will share anyone and everyone's fucking GoFundMe, their wish list, but she refuses to share yours. Ask
Well, no,
yourself, why do you think that is? Who's
She did say
actually
she-
your enemy, homie?
She did say she doesn't share GoFundMe's, but she really doesn't. I've never seen her share a GoFundMe. But man, is she white knighting for just saying though?
I also want to say to the birthday boy, I am so sorry that the people around you don't care for you. I was personally, as a recovering drug addict, it broke my heart for you to see the people who call themselves your friend not give a shit when you were so obviously fucking nodding your face off on stream. That broke my heart for you. Those are not your friends. Those are your fucking enemies.
And let me make a statement because the defendant seems to think I have my hand up everybody else's ass. That was Pistachio speaking. That was not the Gaining Ground, nor was that the Gaining Ground's opinion. So make sure you clip that and send that
And
to
no one agrees with me. Everybody fucking hates you. Everybody would laugh if your name came up in the paper as
Oh
deceased.
my God. She was... I totally forgot about this. So she, out of the blue, I don't know if you saw this, decided to, out of the blue, pick a fight with Irate Alex and his wife or girlfriend, mother, whatever the hell they are, the mother of his child. And I didn't mean that disrespectfully, just a wife, whatever. Starts, and they said the most horrific fucking shit about her, about their baby. And then somehow it circled back to my fault. And even Alex is just like, what the fuck does Gigi have to do with this? I said, welcome to my life, Alex.
Because
Welcome
everything
to my
is
life.
your fault. Didn't you know? We all know everything is your fault all the time, every day, every day.
She keeps tweeting that I am sending people after her. Meanwhile, I was barely home this weekend, and I'm like, I'm getting offended now. I'm getting offended.
This irate
baby.
baby. That is hysterical and fucking adorable.
I'm getting offended that this woman thinks that when I'm out living life, she's even on my radar. It's like she is the ex. I've never. It's like she's an ex-girlfriend. Like, this is how I feel. Like, I feel like I dumped her, and she can't get over our relationship. It's the fucking weirdest thing, Pistachio. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Dude, I agree with you. She really does. It is like an ex. It's like an obsessed.
It's fucking obsession.
Ex.
Like, leave me alone.
Do you know how many times I've said, like, I don't want to know you anymore? Stop
and if
fucking tagging me. Stop talking to me. Go away.
And if she was just reacting to my shit and being an honest human being, we'd have no problems because we should all be able to react to each other. But she goes to these fucking weird places, the virtual tours, putting photos of my friend's minor daughter on screen. Like, leave me alone. It's like we were married and she can't get over the fucking divorce. And then she says,
Belinda's got it.
And then she goes, I was friends with Gigi. You never even had my number.
No,
we were not friends.
Listen what Belinda says.
No, I get that, but But
But
it's
that's
but this is
literally why, though. We always forget. That's why she hates you so
but
much.
it's not just that. This is her whole life. This is her social circle. No,
Also,
but hold on. But
you
when she said
exposed him. You exposed the
I didn't
fact that
expose shit, I
no, but
defended myself.
wait. No, but I'm saying you exposed the reality of her lie, of her delusion. You
I defended
exposed.
myself.
But I'm telling you why she hates you and why she's so obsessed.
But it's not
It's
just about
because
him. It's
you
not
existing as a gay man and having had a friendship with him and him lying the way he did and you coming out, it shattered her fucking delusion.
it's not just
She
about him though.
she may be able to lie to the world, but deep down inside she knows that he will fuck with anybody who's willing to pay him. He'll fuck with anybody who's willing to lie for him, with him. She's just a fucking stage 5 clinger.
It's not
And
just
she
about
knows
him
it.
though. It's not just about him though. This is her life. This is her social circle. I do not believe, like one time we were in the group chat and she went to a concert and she went alone. And I was like, oh, like that's cool that you could do things without your friends because I couldn't go to a concert alone. And now I look back and I'm like, she had no choice. This is her only social interaction. And when she says to people, I was friends with Gigi, no, you were not friends with me. We were online acquainted. Like you have my number. Belinda has my number. Your channel is excellent. You guys text me daily. We conversate.
Yeah,
You were in a group chat.
Dude,
I never reached hold on. I never reached out to her and said, hey girl, here's my number. If you're ever in Florida, call me. I've done that to you.
Yeah,
like
dude,
if you're
ground, she was a follower. Period. She was somebody who followed you. She was somebody who watched you. That's it, and that's all.
But it creeps me out when she goes, I was friends with him. I know him. No, you didn't know me. You know nothing about my life. You know what I showed in that group chat. Pistachio, you know shit about my life. I've told you about the last 2 weeks. Belinda knows shit that I've been dealing with. Your channel is... I never told that group chat anything personal about like my life, my parents' life, my medical histories, and you guys I've told because you guys are actually my friends. But she runs around and she's like, he was my friend and he betrayed me. Did you have my number before your boyfriend gave it to you? Did you have my number? No, you didn't.
And something you said before about her having to go to that concert alone, like that's really sad. And it reminds me of some of the things that she said in that group chat specifically. Like she confided in a bunch of us that she was bullied and that she harbors resentment. And I mean, I think someone else told me, what's that story about her and her friend planning a school shooting or something?
I don't think they planned it. They said
Or
something
they were
about
like
they made a
talking
joke about it
it.
or something. Yeah, I don't remember the detail. I block everything about this woman out. Like you know that. Whenever you come on my panel, what do I say to you? Remember, don't bring up so and so. Like I don't want to know her. I've blocked her out. I don't care. I don't want to know her. I don't care to know her. And it's so sad because just be a better fucking person and people would probably like you. But instead, you threaten to dox everybody. You've doxed people with young children. You've contacted jobs. You wanted to contact casinos and lie and say somebody was stealing. Like, do you think this is how you're going to make friends? Do you think this is how that people are going to respond positively to that? I don't have to ruin your reputation. She did it herself.
Yeah.
But she thinks it's me. And I'm
That's
like,
so sad though.
threatening when she threatens creators. Well, because you were mean to me, I'm going to dox Nova Ray now. And then you wonder why nobody wants fuck all to do with you except for the worst of the worst.
Yikes. I mean, listen, part of me really feels sorry for her. Like knowing all of this and that Columbine story, like Belinda says that's how she got the nickname Columbine. I've only heard that story secondhand, so I'm not familiar. I'm not really sure of the details, but she has confided like in the group chat that she was picked on and that she was ostracized in her youth. And so I think she's been dealing with mistreatment from the masses for most, if not all of her life.
Get a therapist.
So it's like, this is what somebody like that can become.
Get a therapist. The moment she shared very realistic audio of me with my face saying, "Hi, my name is legal name. I have CP on my hard drive." There's no sympathy. Done. Just fuck off. Be done. And for her to sit there and say, "My life's in danger over Camel and Harry," you shared a video of me with my face. The audio was so realistic. It was scary, of me saying, "Hi, my name is Cliff so-and-so, and I have CP on my hard drive." What would possess somebody to be that fucking evil? This is why you are living the life you deserve. Because I've never accused her of anything fucking crazy. She likes to say I did, but I haven't, because everything I've said has been formed from an educated opinion. Your boy thinks 15-year-old girls are hot. Take it up with him.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
But this is what I meant when she said she hates you for shattering her delusion.
I don't give a
All
fuck.
the
She's my
lies,
therapist.
all the lies that she tells, you come with actual factual reality and receipts, and you shatter those delusions. And
And I
she
don't get
fucking
it.
hates you for it.
And that's the part I don't get. When I left the group chat, I said, "I'm leaving." I said, "Hey, I need a mental break." I cussed him out. And then I said, "I'm out." But I said to him, "I'm not trying to fight with you guys. I'm not going to go expose you guys. I'm not going to talk shit about it. Nobody's even going to know we're fighting. I just need out of this." And the next day, him, her, and Nietzsche started their all-out assault, and I ignored it for weeks. Then finally I said, enough is enough. You want to talk about me preying on somebody? Why was he begging me for $40? Why did he send me this Google Drive? They did it to themselves. Nobody would have known. Hold on. Nobody would have known about the $40 or the Google Drive had they not continued to lie on my name. Sorry, God.
I'm telling you, I really think a big part of it is I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming that he was more romantic in your direction than he's ever been in hers. And it's so clear to all of us that that's what she wants so desperately.
Well, she can
And
have
the
it.
fact, but I'm saying the fact that behind closed doors, he was being like that with you, and he's probably never even attempted that type of romantic communication in her direction. She hates you for it.
Like,
she's jealous of you for it.
The $40 in the Google Drive, my quote unquote friends, you, Belinda, all of them, you guys didn't find out about any of that. You guys didn't find out about any of that until much later.
But I'm
like,
saying I knew something was up.
No,
I
but what I'm
knew
saying, but
something
my point is, I didn't leave the group chat and go run to you and Belinda and your channel's ex and say, "Guess what? He sent me." No, I kept my mouth shut for months. It was never my intention to turn people against them. You didn't find out about the Google Drive till like the day before I went live about it. I was like, "I'm going to tell you something."
No, none of that. You didn't tell me, but what you did tell me while it was going on was how he was talking to you romantically.
Yes, I think
and I immediately had very strange feelings as to his intentions, and I told you that.
But like, if I wanted to turn people against them, the very night I left that group chat, I would have texted you, Belinda, your channel's ex, and be like, "So he used to beg me for money. He sent me out." I didn't tell you guys for months. I sat on that quietly, hoping they would just stop. And they just kept going and going. And finally I said, "You know what? You want me to embarrass you? Let's embarrass you." And I did.
Oh, Capone. Capone says, "I always hated my boyfriend's exes too." And Dirty Uncle Sal says, "Woman scorned by an unrequited obsessive love." Exactly. Gigi's the other woman.
Oh, and she's convinced that I'm doing all this because of him. And I'm like, "Oh, God, he's all yours." The moment he asked me for money the second time, I immediately realized what was going on. And I shut it down and kept it friendly. Like, why is this so fucking hard to grasp? I do not want him. Go to Arizona. I don't think he's alone out there, personally. I don't think he's even divorced. That's my opinion. But go to Arizona, go meet him, be happily ever after, go.
Dude, she can. And can I tell you something if you're listening? Because if you're probably reacting to this, I hope you know, cocksure, take it to the bank. He's not showing up for you in court. Like, that's not happening. Number one, I believe, I don't know for sure, but the evidence points to he's had a relapse. He's not getting on an airplane for you or for anyone else. He doesn't have the money. He won't be able to bring his supplies. He's not showing up for you.
He cannot go to this court case because while he's got his little harlots convinced I've been lying, he knows for a fact there has been investigation. He knows that. He cannot go there because he will have to lie under oath. Because I'm going to come equipped with the reports and emails between myself and the agent. I'm bringing it all with me in case he does show up. He cannot go there because he knows he will end up perjuring himself. He will have to tell the truth and ruin her case or perjure himself. And he knows that.
He also can't go because where is he going to tell his wife he's going?
Alleged
he can't just disappear for a few days.
Alleged wife.
Who's paying his bills? Who do you think he lives with?
I mean, the internet that was used to send those messages was registered under his ex-wife or wife's name. Now, that doesn't mean he could just be on her cell phone plan. I don't know, but it was interesting. Whatever.
I want to say again, birthday boy, if you're listening, I have deep empathy for you and your situation. And a lot of people around here don't agree with me. They'll probably hate me for saying this, but I don't believe this is who you are. I think this is the drugs. You've had such a stark change in behavior since what I believe is a relapse. This is not who I've known you to be. And I am so sorry that you're going through this. I hope that you come out of this in one piece. I wish your friends were being more of a positive fucking entity around you instead of enabling and making fucking excuses and lying and not caring for your safety and sobriety. Even my fucking enemies cared when they thought that I wasn't okay. Your fucking friends don't even. Holy shit, man.
I just don't get why they can't move on. I mean, obviously at this point it's too late, lawsuits, whatever. But like, they're not growing. They're getting no benefit from this. And when I made that phone call and she blocked me and I said, oh my God, this is finally over, that could have been the end of it. But she's hyper focused on me and she thinks I'm out here trying to ruin her life. I'm like, bitch, I don't
all she has to do is leave you alone.
I don't want to know you.
All she has to do is stop uttering your name. Another thing people forget or they don't know, you offered her such a huge fucking olive branch. All she had to do was apologize. That's all. With no money exchange, you didn't want. She fucked the olive branch that she didn't deserve, that you were willing to offer. But no, she chose to continue this.
I literally was like, I don't want your money. I even agreed to apologize back if she found this alleged tweet of me calling her a pedo, which I never did. And it's like, her need to be accepted and to be a badass online is more important than her financial future. I don't get it. I don't get it. I thought this was over in November. I got on the plane. I called Belinda. I said, oh, it's finally fucking over. I don't have to know this bitch anymore. And the next day she's retweeting I'm a predator. And I'm like, she wants to impress. In person, she was ready to settle. She wanted it all to go away. But online, she has to maintain this persona because how's it going to look if she finally admits to everybody that there were no DMs, that I did not harass him?
Gaining ground. That's the only reason why she did not accept your very generous fucking deal that you offered, because she would have had to fall on her sword in public, and she wasn't willing to do it. That's the only thing that mattered. She's had no friends for her entire life, but now she has a couple 20 that'll fucking blow smoke up her ass, and she won't fall on her sword for her own fucking benefit. She's the type that will fucking destroy. She's the type that'll drink poison to try and hurt you. That's the kind of genius that we're dealing with. I can't even believe this is a grown adult.
I can't either. I don't like it's I said it before many times. I'm going to say it again. I don't give a fuck if they believe me or not. October 2023 or 2022. I think it was 2022 or maybe 2023, whatever the fuck it was. The FBI agent at my local office said, if this woman lived near you, I would be concerned for your safety. Just be grateful she's in Maryland. But if you see that she's here or heading here, alert us. And I said,
Dude,
okay.
I'm telling you right now, if she lived anywhere close to my state,
Oh,
I
it's
would
scary.
have been called my fucking family in law enforcement and had protection for myself and my family put in place so long ago. She's that unhinged and scary.
Like I tell Hussey, I'm like, don't engage with her. Like Hussey continues to randomly like, whatever with her. I don't even do that. I say like Hussey's like, do you want to come up a panel? And I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about her. And somehow Cliff's turning everyone against me. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh, don't tell me that, Hexy. How dare you inform me of that? My mother is fucking further away than Maryland then.
Who said what? Who said what? Your channel is
that.
next.
What?
I don't know. Your channel's next said who said that. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, I've had enough talking about them because she's gonna get a fucking hard on. Next topic. I don't want to talk. I look forward to a day where I don't have to hear her voice, see her name.
Yo,
see
when
her
is that
tweet.
date? When is that
It's
date?
July.
It's
I
coming.
forget it's mid-July. Yeah.
Oy vey, dude.
Just leave me alone. Why is this so fucking hard? Well, Gigi, you don't leave anybody alone. No, I react to their videos and I prove them to be bullshit con artists. That is my right as a commentary channel. What I do not do is watch people's videos and accuse them of scary, crazy shit. I don't contact their jobs. I don't make AI audio of them to make like she doesn't understand that what she does, she goes too far. She doesn't get it. Your channel's next really wants to talk about Owl. I gotta get more water, but so if you want to talk about Owl, go ahead. I don't know. He is dying to talk about Owl. I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be back in a minute. I'm listening. I won't be in the microphone.
Do you mean about what she posted on? Hold on, where's your comment? Do you mean about what she posted on Twitter about me specifically? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know who told her what, but she was either lied to or is lying intentionally. Owl, it's very interesting to me that she decided to lash out in my fucking direction when, first of all, I didn't bring her up at all. I don't think of her. I don't watch her, but somebody in my chat brought her up. After I had shared the story of Sam calling my family, somebody brought her up in chat. So as a result of what they said, I ended up sharing my opinion on the situation. And she was completely dishonest about the situation. And it's just interesting to me. So interesting. Somebody who is willing to reach into your real life and harass your mother, harass your family, because it's not the first time she's been harassed by Sam in real life. You're willing to lash out in my direction over me having an opinion on something your viewer came in here and brought you up. I'm not allowed to have a fucking opinion. Blow it out, you fucking ass. That's the point. Because she said, oh, she called me Peanut, but she was like, oh, she's bringing me into her drama. Bitch, I ain't bringing you into shit. I don't think about you. I don't watch you on my free time. The only time I ever watch you is if you've seen me do it in stream. So what, one time? It's just interesting.
Yeah, Sam isn't the one who called her mom, but she was in the chat when the other people did.
It's just fucking weird, man. She was just so dishonest and fucking weird in my direction. I'm not allowed to have a fucking opinion. Dude, that's another thing too. I'm glad you said that. The absolute nerve of her to act all high and mighty when she's the ultimate instigator by bringing in the CPS report. Dude, her response, I haven't responded to it yet on Twitter, but it is absolutely ridiculous. And she is acting all high and mighty. She's acting like she's the one who made a mistake, right? And then her family was cold, and now she's acting like she's above it. Oh, I'm because I've decided that it's a fruitless effort and these people are never gonna shut up. Shut the fuck up. You made a mistake. Why? Why did you ever think it was a good idea to bring on and monetize that fucking CPS report in the first place? And now you're deciding to zip your lip and acting and just, I made a decision because you're going to waste your time. No. Obviously, I do what I do for very different reasons, man. I call out what's fucked up. You do fucked up shit. You have different intentions than me. It's just fucked up. How am I lying? Rose, did you see her response? Rose, I'm not lying. Like, yo, listen, I appreciate you coming in.
Wait, which part is the lie? Because you said a lot. Hold on, Rose. Can you clarify? I just heard like a whole lot.
Let me finish what I'm saying to Rose. Rose, I appreciate you coming in, admitting that you made a comment. I appreciate you admitting you were wrong when you didn't see the comment I was talking about. You need to go back on Twitter and see her response that I'm guessing you didn't see. But go and read her response if you want to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying.
My question is, I stopped for a tinkle break, but I could hear you the whole time. Which part? Because you said a lot. Which part is the lie? I guess.
See, and here's the difference. Around here, Tyler says I like Owl, but I don't agree with how she's handling this. And you are allowed to like whoever you like. You're allowed to feel however you feel. Why am I not granted that same respect? I have an opinion. I have an opinion that I chose to share because of a comment and someone else bringing up the situation in regards to mine. I'm not allowed to have an opinion. You agree with her response? You can agree with her response, but I feel that it shows her intention. Her actions, the mistakes that she's made, the decisions that she's made, her response to me, and her lashing out in my direction shows me a picture. It paints a picture, and I have been so kind to Owl for so long, even when she has been nasty to me. And I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean? This is how I feel about this. Sam says, I openly disagree with Pete all the time. I know, you know what it is? I think people, and understandably, a lot of people in this space specifically, are just not used to it being okay to disagree. Like, it's okay to disagree. We don't have to feel the same way about everything. But if I'm willing to respect your opinion, you should be able to respond in kind. I don't see the world the same way that you do. That's it. And it's okay.
Blow it out your asshole. I don't know.
What's funny is people have been telling me for a very long time that I should not be as kind to Owl as I have been. And I have been so kind to her when she didn't deserve it from me specifically, because she has not been kind in my direction. So the fact that she would lash out and be wrong, like, I'm sorry, but it's too much now. It's too fucking much for me. Like, everyone has a point. This is mine. Like a breaking point. Your channel says, I liked Owl until she started in on Gigi talking down on him with his decisions when she is on the same. And tell me, gaining ground, did I not defend her to you during that time? Are you there?
A defender about what? Which part?
Remember
Huh?
what he's talking about? I know what he's talking about. You and I talked about this. I defended her when you and her were having that back and forth.
I mean, we never really had it back and forth.
On Twitter, do you not remember what your channel's next is talking
Oh,
about?
well, yeah, no, but that was my issue with her. She kept saying, "Oh, defend it." I agree with you. What Gigi and Hussey doing to you are terrible. It's mean words on the internet. Like, that's when I was just like, you know what? Exit stage left. And I just found it interesting that the moment she got a little bit of what they've been sending me and Hussey, she was just like, I've suddenly had a like you didn't have a problem making content out of what they were doing to me and Hussey. She didn't have a problem with that, which whatever, that's fine. Make your content. But the moment she got a little pushback from them, or a little bit of the medicine that we've been getting, she suddenly had this like revelation where like, I'm just too good for this and I'm better than all of you. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
She's
Go do
doing the
you, I
same.
guess.
Dude, she's
I
doing the
guess. I don't know.
same. She had like, look at her response, her most recent response on Twitter. She's doing the same in my direction about this. And she said something so weird, like trying to play semantics. And this was so weird that she was like, Sam called your parents, not mine. Like, what? First of all, I never used the word parents. And she admitted in the comment before that she had called her mother. Like, I don't understand what that response was about. Where was that coming from? Why the need?
Because I think she's trying to say it wasn't Sam that called her mom. It was.
She said Sam called her mom in the comment. No, dude, in the comment right before that,
I'd have to see it.
She admits that Sam called her mom, but what she's arguing is that she tried to apologize before Sam called.
No. So, but no, I think you're confused. Sam didn't call her mom. Sam's new friends called her mom while live, and Cha left the mother a voicemail. It wasn't Sam. She was in chat. Sam was in chat, egging it on, loving every second of it. But it was Fucker who made the phone call while they were live and left the voicemail.
And wait, am I incorrect? I think it was you who told me this. Did she apologize to them too?
That's what they were saying, yeah. And I'm like, why? Like, listen, I get she feels.
Dude, that makes it even worse. I
get she feels
true.
I get she feels a way about it, but like, if I had done something that stupid, my apology would have been to the biological mother, not to those two. It just wouldn't have been to those two. But again, she chose to do what she wants to do. My only issue with her was just like, you were so happy to defend these people and make content out of it and make me and Hussey out to be pussies for suing somebody for calling us a predator and all this other shit. And then you get one phone call and you shut it all down and you're like, I'm just so much better than all of this. You weren't better than all of it when you were sucking on the defendant's ass, though. Like, you were okay to do that.
This is my problem. I haven't judged, and I still don't, her wanting to walk away. It's anybody's right to think this is too much to deal with YouTube. But my problem is when she puts the onus on the community, like, oh, this is just like, she tries to like have an holier than thou attitude instead of putting the onus on herself and saying, hey, I was driven to a place that I was not proud of. Therefore, I am going to decide to walk away from this community. But no, she's acting holier than thou and criticizing any who are going to continue to call out behavior because these people are never going to change. That's not the point.
I think that she did say that, kinda. I think she did say she hated that she did it. She did admit that she put the report up out of anger because of what Sam had been saying to her or whatever. She did admit that. She did say that.
But I'm saying in the response should I read it?
I didn't think she talked to the bio mom though. I thought she talked to the other two and was like passed the message along. I could be wrong. I didn't think she ever talked to the bio mom, but I could be wrong.
But are you correct in that after whoever called her mother, she apologized to them Because why would she have a need to apologize to fucking AK and whoever called her mother?
I don't know if she apologized to the defendant. She apologized to the Indiana poverty pigs. I think she said pass the message on to the bio mom. I know that she messaged Cha and was like pretty much, and of course they dropped the DM because that's what they do. And she was pretty much like, just leave me alone. Tell the defendant I'll never talk about her again or something. I don't know. That phone call really shook her up. And listen, I get it, but like, you were okay with all of it when it wasn't you. Like, that's my only issue with her. She was happy to go live about it. She put up our court documents. This whole thing is such a farce. And AK, I agree with you. This is all a lot. She loved it. She thought what AK was doing.
Bro.
She thought that what AK was doing to me and Hussey, she thought it was perfectly acceptable, and she thought that our responses were out of line. Okay, but the lawsuit was too far. But then she gets one phone call, and she's on her hands and knees like, oh my God, please, please. I'm so sorry. I'll never talk about you again. I'm like, do you get what we were going through now? Like, do you understand that? It's not just a lawsuit. Like, maybe you don't want to take it as far as we did, but it clearly shook you up enough to fuck you up. Why can't me and Hussey feel fucked up? That's my only issue with her.
I have for a very long time, I have been giving her a lot of benefit of the doubt when it has been undeserved. Yes, it was extremely unfair. And I told you this at the time. It has always been fucked up that she has been referring to that lawsuit as a LOL suit.
Yeah, like, it pisses me off.
Because she's not the one being called a fucking pedophile. Constantly.
But she got one phone call. But she got one phone call and she folded like a deck of cards. What is it? Folded like a house of cards.
Like a deck chair or a deck chair.
So I'm like, okay, so one phone call was all it took for you to have the bejesus scared out of you. But what us and Hussey are doing is a lawsuit when we have gotten way more than one phone call. We have gotten a lot of bullshit.
I don't like it in her response to me where she's not putting the onus on herself. She's acting like, oh, holier than thou always about the situation instead of saying, I've decided to take a step back because I was driven to a place I'm not proud of. She's acting like, oh, she just discovered this is a fool's errand with no merit and with no importance in the, come on.
And I'm gonna be honest here. I question: did she really feel bad about the report, or was she scared of the constant threats that Sam was sending her way? Because I
don't know.
Because she shut it.
Feel remorse once a lawsuit was threatened.
Because she shut it all down and said she was done with YouTube. But then a couple weeks later, she snuck back in and it was nags. I'm like, oh, well, really? So now you're going to go back to the easy target to avoid, like, come on. Like, I didn't like that. I'm sorry. I didn't respect that. Like, you were okay to call these people out, and then you get a phone call and you say you're done with YouTube. But then a couple weeks later, you sneak back in and it's nags. I'm like, you be honest with yourself. You didn't want to be done with YouTube. You just wanted to duck under a duck fire. What is it? Duck fire? Duck the fire? I don't fucking where it is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Here's the truth. If you can't handle
Negs is an easy target, and I hate that. He's an asshole. I get it, but he's such an easy target.
Yeah, dude, that's what it seems like. That's what the evidence is looking like. It looks like she's only willing to punch down. She's only willing to go after those who will not and cannot defend themselves appropriately. That's what it looks like.
Sam clearly scares the shit out of her. And that is honestly me, you, and Belinda's biggest
I don't blame
crime.
Her. But me,
you, and Belinda's biggest crime was bruising Sam's ego. That's the only crime she could try to fucking take us to court for. We bruised her ego because we didn't fold. We just like, fuck
yourself. Never will, man. You don't fold when you're not wrong. You don't fold when someone's trying to fucking intimidate and silence you.
Or when she was like,
what does that teach?
That lady, Latitty lady, she was like, I'll never cover Latitty again. Latitty's mentally ill. And then like 3 days later, she was doing these streams about the Latitty person. I'm like, you seem like you are scrambling to make excuses for yourself at this point. Like, you want to be here, but you want to pretend like you're above it all, but you also want to make that money. Like, just be honest. Like, you want to be here. You want the easy targets. You want to make the money. You didn't want the heat from Sam anymore. Just be honest. Stop acting like you're better than us. The other day, she tweeted something. I don't know who was directed at. It could have been directed at somebody else, but she tweeted something like middle-aged people acting, trying to best each other, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bitch, you were one of those people 6 months ago. Like, stop it. Stop acting like you're better than us.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Like you were run off.
I want to read this. Let me read his comment. Your channel is next. Said Owl would say on her lives, Gigi, you're better than that. When it came out to his responses, but Owl posting the report out of anger is okay. Hypocrite.
I mean,
that
she
is
did
the
take ownership
problem.
for it,
No matter how you slice it and no matter how you feel, I think it is pretty fucking. I think it's pretty disgusting that she is trying to act holier than thou instead of only putting the onus on herself and saying, hey, I was driven to a place I wasn't proud of, so I'm going to decide to duck out. But for her to judge others for not doing that, for not fucking crumbling and running away and being driven to fucking monetize a CPS report because of what? Don't judge me, and I won't judge you. Deal?
I don't know the motivation, but she did say that she did it out of anger and she wished she had it, which I mean, if that's how she really feels, good for her, because it was a fucking shitty thing to do. I don't like this. I don't like these people who play in the mud, and then when they get scared, they reinvent themselves as like the moral compass. I'm like, no. You were here in the mud having a great time until you got scared. And I get that. Getting your parent, I get that. Trust me, but that's what pisses me off. She laughed off the shit that me and Hussey was going through and just constantly pontificating to me and Hussey. Like, this is just ridiculous, guys. This is a lawsuit. But then she gets a call and it's the end of the world. And she did not choose to go with the police, which is crazy to me because I would have called the fucking police and I would have given them that footage. But she doesn't want to deal with it, which is fine. But then don't sit there and say, I'm just decided I'm better than all of this. No. You got scared off. Like, be honest. They scared you away. It's not that you're better than us. It's not that you're better than all of this. They scared you away. Just fucking own it. Stop trying to tell us you're better than us. Just own it. And I respect being scared away. I get that. I respect it. Because it's scary when your mom gets a call. It's fucking scary.
Cree, I have to tell you, you look just like a girl I used to be friends with in middle school. I've never looked at your picture, or maybe you just changed it, but holy fucking shit. I will not say her real name in case it's actually
Owl's
you.
hair.
But
Owl, Sarah, I'm better than nobody. I got scared off you. Good now. Good with what? Owl, we're responding to Owl. You keep making passive aggressive fucking tweets about being better than this community all of a sudden. We have the right to respond to it. Like, why are you acting like we just pulled your ass out of the fucking thin air? Like, and the fact that you're even here, Owl, proves my point. If you really were done, hold on. If you were done, hold on. If you were really done, you wouldn't even be here. So you're watching, you're still listening. Just fucking own it, Owl. Own it.
I know, it's fucking weird, dude. Super weird.
You want to be here, but you don't want to like deal with the bullshit that Sam sent you away. Fine, I get that, but just fucking own it. Don't act like, oh, I'm just better than everybody.
Thank you, Sam. I could not agree more. That's the
like Owl. How many times did you demean the shit Hussey and I are going through? But now we're all supposed to like how many times did you call it a fucking lawsuit? But it took one fucking call for you to fold like a fucking house of cards. Do you get it now? Do you get that it's not a fucking lawsuit, Owl, because it's not cool what they do to people?
And I'm not saying the point is, if you don't want to be judged for your reasons, don't judge others for continuing to fight the good fight. We won't judge you for being a pussy. You don't judge us for standing up for ourselves and others. Okay? Fucking deal? You have your opinions. We'll have yours. You monetize CPS reports. We won't. Potato, potato. Feel me? Oh, Sammy, you're on fucking fire tonight. I love it when Sammy gets all fucking rowdy. Sam is being entertaining. See, this is disappointing to me. Patio says Owl has always been a two-faced bitch. I didn't think so. I've always given her the benefit of the doubt because listen, I do not watch Owl now, so I'm not really familiar with the Owl of today. However, I used to watch Owl when her channel was called something different and she used to cover like beauty community topics. And the Owl that I thought she had like really strong moral character. She had really strong ethical boundaries. So that's the person I remember her being. So I'm still judging based on who I thought I knew. And
All
it
right,
seems as
so
though the evidence just isn't, she's not the same in this
all
community.
right, so Owl, let me give you an example because you must have amnesia. 2 days ago, a group of middle-aged sociopaths fighting over who is the biggest and baddest sociopath. That's it. That's the whole joke. I'm going to take it you're talking about everything going on. That's fine. But when you were actively streaming, you loved flexing on Negs in DC. You showed up on a Negs stream in a fucking bikini. Like, stop it. You were in the fucking mud too. Now that you're not in the mud, you want to make weird fucking tweets like that, like you're on the outside, like, oh, look at all these people. You loved it until you got that phone call. Like, can you just fucking own it? You
Owl,
loved being the biggest, and like, I just don't get
dude,
it.
arguably, Owl, you were willing to play deeper and dirtier in the mud than we have ever been willing to do. Like the difference is it seems as though you are only interested in commenting on those who are either incapable or unwilling to fight back. You want to punch down. You want only easy targets. You have different intentions than the rest of us, and that's okay. But if you don't want to be judged, then don't judge. That's just what it is.
Patty LaBelle, what? Don't be Patty LaBelle. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I'm like, Patty LaBelle, what?
Patty LaBelle. That's funny. I don't know this lady, but this is a person who is stepping away. I am confusion. Oy vey.
I think the point is you got a phone call and you chose to deal with it the way you chose, and that's fine. I think it's a bad decision. I would have went to the cops with that stream, but you do what you need to do. It didn't work out well for you. Your DMs got dropped. They're still trashing you every chance they get, and you're not even streaming, but that's fine. You chose to do that, fine. The issue is what?
You know, how funny is it? Her responding to that name. Who's named that? That's hysterical. Y'all gotta stop making your screen names weird shit like that. Because her response looks so off the wall because of that. Do not look at that and think that's hysterical. That's just not true, AK's body hair. Holy hell. Y'all gotta stop. I didn't apologize so they would be my friend. Is that what you think? Is that what you think?
No, I think you apologized to get them off your back so you could continue streaming without interference. That's my opinion. I don't know if you were truly sincere about that apology, because if you were, why didn't you apologize before Sam started threatening you with legal action? I think you got scared, and that's fine. I get it. I think you got scared because you were, and I get it. You were angry at Sam, and you made a really stupid decision.
Can I
hold on.
I gotta interject for a second.
But then I'm gonna forget what I'm saying. So how come you go?
Go.
And I think that Sam scared the shit out of you with her legal threats, and that's fine. I get that. And I think that you wanted to continue doing YouTube, but you didn't want to deal with them. So I think honestly, you thought that if you apologize to them and sent Tragic that DM, they would leave you alone and you could continue in peace.
All right, let me interject. I want to defend her a little bit. I believe her that she felt true remorse for her putting that CPS report out. I believe her. What caused that remorse to trigger? That's up to for debate. We can't know that. But I think she's being definitely genuine when she says that she feels genuine remorse for doing that. I believe
Yeah, I
her.
don't.
You don't
I
believe
don't think you
her?
want. I don't think you want. No, I'll never know her intention, but I don't think she wanted them to be her friends. But I think she wanted them off her back.
But do you believe she was genuine, regardless of anything else?
Well, Owl, you did continue in peace. You said you were done, and then you came back, and all of a sudden you were on Negs and Latiti again after saying you were not going to do that. Negs
No,
Latiti,
you're
Negs Latiti,
you're just
Negs
not
Latiti,
streaming
and hold
enough.
on, hold on, hold on, and then those people continued coming after you anyway. Did they not?
Who's Latiti?
I don't know. She said she was never going to talk about this, the Love Notes lady. She was like, she made this whole this is why people feel the way they do, Owl. You made a whole declaration on Twitter about how Love Notes from TLC is too mentally ill. I will never cover her again. And then within a week, you were covering her, which is why I came to the conclusion that you just wanted these people off your back so you could go back to making money. And that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for that, but just fucking be honest about it. That's
See,
it.
me and you agree. Your channel is next. You and I agree. He says, I believe Owl too. I just don't like this passive aggressive tweets. You either play in the mud or you don't. And I will add on to that and say, don't judge others because you've now decided that you no longer want to play in the mud. Don't judge others who still are going to do so. You know what I mean? It's super
And this isn't
hypocritical.
about
It's disingenuous.
And this isn't about liking or disliking her. I don't know Owl as a person. I'm not going to pass judgment like or dislike. I stopped watching Owl the moment I heard her say to the defendant, what they're doing to you is terrible. That's when I was like, okay, this isn't a space I need to be in because I'm not going to sit and listen to a woman justify the shit that the defendant does to me on a fucking daily basis. But I did not trash her publicly. I did not make any anti-Owl streams. I think your channel this next one day was like, are you watching Owl? And I said, no. And he said, why? And I explained to him privately, it's not a space I want to be in. If she thinks this is a joke, being called a predator every 5 fucking minutes, that's her opinion, but I don't have to be there for it. And I left it at that. I did not say anything publicly, but it's not about like or don't like. It's just, I heard her say that and I was just like, okay,
Yeah,
this isn't a space for me.
It's not about like or don't like either. I like I've said, I've tried to be incredibly fair to her, and I do or did like from the past when I watched her, I did genuinely like and respect her. But it seems as though, especially with what Gaining Ground was just talking about, it seems as though she has a lot of judgment for others, yet expects to be understood when she feels a way about how she is treated, about her decision.
Perfectly said. You
But
were
when
very
it's somebody
judgy.
else, yeah, it's super unfair.
You were very judgy to other people dealing with the same people you dealt with. But as soon as you got it, you expected everyone to be like, "Oh God, you are just so morally right and perfect and blah 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 blah." Listen, when I watched her, I will say this: Owl is a very good streamer. She bookmarks, she chapters, she prepares, she organizes, she researches. She's not a shitty fucking streamer. I just think the whole morally superior, wishy-washy shit was just too much for me, especially when you're going to sit there and say to that woman, what they're doing to you is terrible. Like, are your eyes open? Are your ears open?
And Owl, let me read Owl's tweet. Owl says, nobody needs to take a stand in the chat. It's not that deep. I've got no plans to stream and don't need anyone to defend me. I am good. Owl, I just want to let you know that in my chat, everyone knows this is a free place. This is a free fucking market of ideas. It may not be that serious to you. It's not that serious. Everyone's just sharing their opinions like adults do. This isn't a fucking enemy beginning battle. This is just adults sharing how they feel. That's it, and that's all.
But see, Sal says it best. There it is again. It's not that deep, and that's, I don't think, of what Owl is getting. When you make tweets about middle-aged sociopaths, blah blah blah, clearly you're still invested. And just say that you're still watching from the sideline. You're invested to a point. It's deep enough Because if it wasn't that deep, you wouldn't be in this chat. You wouldn't be tweeting about FFG, Yaba, and Sam.
Owl, it's you come in and you say it's not that deep. There is nothing you could ever be doing or saying that would ever make me appear and show up to fucking chat in your chat. That's what it means to not be that deep. But here you are. I don't know if you watched my stream or if someone came and told you. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt in that somebody gave you wrong information. But you can't keep saying over and over again, it's not that deep. I don't care. When you're fucking lashing out for no reason, showing up to fucking defend your honor in my chat. Like
it's
clearly,
it's only exhausting because you're not being.
It seems that deep to you.
It's only exhausting because you're not being honest.
Too much.
It's only exhausting because you're not being honest, Owl. Like a couple weeks ago, somebody was like, I will address you and said blah, 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 blah. I listened to it and they said, are you going to respond? I said, no, I don't want any interaction with her. It's not that deep. I did not leave a comment on the video. I did not react to it. Cause like, why am I going to interact with somebody who I actually feel that way about? Like she has her opinion. I have mine. We go our separate ways.
Yeah, that should be that's okay. That has to be okay. We're adults.
Owl, you can't even like answer anything we're asking you. All you could do is insult us, Owl. I mean, if you think we're nuts, that's fine. You want to know what I think was nuts? You putting up an unredacted CPS report of a child being assaulted. Like, you could say it's not that deep, but you were at a point in this mud where you did something that only Negs did. You and Negs, Owl, are the only two people who did it. You and Negs are the only two people who did what you did. So you can call us fucking nuts all you want. You were more invested in this shit than anybody else was. A lawsuit. Hold on. A lawsuit does not compare to what you fucking did when you put that report on screen. So you can sit here, play high and fucking mighty, and insult my ass all you want. You have to live with exposing what that little girl went through on trauma. So you know what? You should stay the fuck away because you're clearly not being honest with yourself or anybody in your fucking audience at this point.
Dude, and Owl, it's really like, I hope you understand how you're appearing to everyone who's looking on. You keep saying it's not that deep while actively acting and showing that it is that deep.
Owl, you can laugh all you want, but it's true. You were so invested in Owl. I have gone through way more fucking shit with these people than you have. I haven't even put that fucking CPS report up. You run your mouth and you have so many opinions, but then the moment you found something to try to hurt somebody with, you ran for it. You and Negs are the only two. So you can sit there and say it's not that deep. You were deep.
Gaining ground. You know what's interesting too is the intentions here. The intentions, like, I would never use that to hurt anybody. The simple fact that she would use that to try and hurt someone, the only reason why people like me, you, Belinda, have even discussed it is because of Yaba's hypocrisy in calling you a fucking predator over and over again with her actual proximity to a real one, with them using his death to fucking to shield themselves with.
No. The only reason I talked about it was because when Sam was reacting to Owl's stream, Sam decided to bring my name into it. Wow. That is why I talked about it. It had nothing to do, because when I found out what he did, I said to Belinda, the audacity of these two bitches calling me a predator for 6 fucking months, knowing what they knew. But then I said to her, I'm not touching this shit with a 10-foot pole. But for some reason, Sam brought me into it.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I've never even looked at that report myself. I thought it was a violation of privacy, of ethics.
I've never read it. And it's just, I like light reading. That's not light reading. I don't want to know. It's not my business.
Here's the thing. Here's the difference in intention and in human being. And I've said this before. If Yaba had never done what she did in regards to, ew, holy shit.
What?
That better be not a mosquito. Is that a fucking one of those flies that look like one, but it's
I'm not there. I'm not there. I can't answer you.
It was just flying in my direction.
I'm not there. I can't answer you.
Oh, how do I kill it? Oh my God, what am I gonna do?
whatever. To end the owl conversation.
Wait. What was I saying before that?
I don't know. Oh, but to end the owl conversation, like when I say it's not that deep, it's actually not that deep. I don't have an opinion on her. Like I don't know her. All I know is that I stopped watching her a long time ago, and I think people now understand why I did that. I think more and more people are starting to get why I stopped watching her a long time ago.
Holy fuck. Dad, yes, I think it is a mayfly because it's fucking huge. Please tell me it's a mayfly. That's what I'm hoping. It's fucking huge. I'm so sorry to derail with that, but that fucking thing was scary and coming right at me, yo. Sorry, what'd you say, gaining ground?
No, I said, no, I was just saying to end the whole conversation. It's not that I don't like her. It's not that I like her. It's not that I don't like her. I don't know her. I stopped watching out. When was it your channel is next? Your channel is next was watching her. And he still liked her. I never said to him, don't watch her. It's just, I just get a feeling from her. I just don't like it. And I stopped watching the moment she called it a lawsuit. I never told anybody not to watch her, but I think more and more people are starting to kind of figure out why I felt the way I felt. She wants to have an opinion. She wants to talk a lot of shit, but she also wants to be the nice person and like the moral authority. I can't explain it, but it is what it is. Good luck to you.
Dude, you can't pretend to be the moral authority with the way that she acts and with the inconsistencies of empathy, the inconsistencies of just everything. You can't pretend to be the moral authority. If you're going to fucking roll around in the mud, you have to be willing to own it.
And if you say you're done with YouTube, stop the fucking passive aggressive tweets about what's going on YouTube and be done with it. Stop trying to make the rest other people feel bad for still participating in something you chose to walk away from. Because you were happy to participate in it when you were here and you chose to walk away from it. And like I said, the call for your mother, terrible. It sucks. You left. I get it.
And bro, were you watching this whole stream? How is it that you just magically popped in the moment you were being discussed?
Oh, I'm talking to Owl. I'm like, what? I get it now.
Owl, were you watching this whole time? Just waiting to hear if you would be discussed? How did you magically fucking just appear at the exact right moment?
I cannot stand it. Pistachio, people say they're done. And then you see the random tweets on Twitter. I'm like, you so want to come back. Just fucking come back. You so want to be here. Come back. It's so annoying when people do that. I'm so done. I'm so much better than all of this. And then you get passive aggressive tweets. I'm like, clearly not, because you're still watching. you're still reading about it. So clearly you have a little FOMO.
I have a real problem with the finger pointing and the lack of personal accountability. Like, please stop. And if you don't want to be judged, then don't judge others. That's what it is. What up, yo
mama's there.
Fuck, we miss you around here, man. Where you been? Fuck. See, your mama's one that I will genuinely fucking cry about. This community lost the fucking real one.
Okay, guys, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how she found out. Let's stop pointing fingers. Like, who cares? The point is, even if somebody said to me, Gigi, Owl's talking shit about you right now, I just wouldn't have appeared in chat. Your channel is next will tell you from experience. He has told me, oh, she's talking shit about you. And I'll say, I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to go in there and I don't want her to think that I care, because I don't, and I would listen to it later on. And I would be like, she's got her opinion. Okay.
You're
whatever.
Such an asshole. How could you say that? Why would you go out of your way to be like, nope, not me? Yeah, no, dude, I understand. I actually do understand the decision. I understand why anybody, especially those with a family, I understand why dealing with these type of people would not be worth it. I completely get that. However, you know what you're not doing, yo mama? You're not sitting there acting all fucking high and mighty and now criticizing us who are continuing. And no, Yo mama is sitting here, maybe behind the scenes, giving props and being like, fight the good fight, not judging nobody, but protecting his and his fucking family. Like that, I respect. It's not that I'm judging Owl. It's about the way that you handle yourself. Do you agree, Gaining Ground? It's a way, you said it too. It's her holier than thou fucking attitude.
Yeah, and there's other examples from like a couple months ago, and I wish I could remember, where she just said some egregious shit, and I was just like, why is this woman like acting like she wasn't like just doing this shit 3 weeks ago? I wish I remember what it was. Your channel was like, do you remember? I don't know if you sent it to me, and I was just like, why is she out here acting like she doesn't have FOMO right now? Like she was acting like she was acting like she made the decision, her morality forced her to take a break and walk away from this. And I'm like, no, that's not why you left. You left because you got upset that they called your mom, rightfully so. But if you really wanted to go away, you wouldn't have came back 2 weeks later with Negs and that Latitty lady. Like, come on. That's what I can't stand.
Are you serious, though? Your lawyer told you that? That's interesting. That's interesting.
A lawyer for... Actually, I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think we should get into it.
No, I don't want to. I honestly don't give a fuck.
And it's not that I don't give a fuck. It's that, like I said, your mama handled this very differently. He really did. He stopped talking about certain things, but he's not out here trying to judge others and act fucking above it now. There's such a huge difference in the way people act, in the way people talk, in the way people judge others, in the way people pretend it's about something when it's about something completely different. Very different.
Yeah, I don't care about lawyer talk and all that. It's just like whatever. I don't whatever.
I know, yo, we gotta go. I gotta kill this fucking buggle.
Yeah, I'm getting tired anyway.
I gotta murder this bug right quick.
All right.
You guys think Windex will do it? You think that's the route to go?
She's a fucking shoe. Does she have a flip flop?
Dude, it's too fucking unwieldy, flying every which way. I need to.
Yeah. So here's what I say to all the lawyer talk. Here's my final thought from the night. Is anybody out there saying, I believe this because of the Gaining Ground? No. Therefore, there's no case. There's nobody out there. There's nobody out there who believes anything because I have told them to believe it. And that is that is not defamation. What defamation is when you continually call people predators and say really fucked up shit, share fake audio of them, and then you find a larger audience and you get them to share and spread your message for you. That is defamation.
No, but
there are people out there who believe really fucked up shit about me and Hussy, and they believe it because of one person who has been using other channels to amplify her message. That's the problem.
And also, I think it's very different for people like you and me, Gaining Ground. We don't have families, so it's very different.
Kids, you mean? We have families.
Yes, I mean kids. When I'm always talking kids when I say that. So it is. We have a different. It's just a different playing field for you and I.
I'm just not going to be fucking silenced. Not when I have so much proof.
I fucking refuse. See, for you and I, we get emboldened.
Have I responded uncouthly? Have I responded in ways I wish I wouldn't have? Correct. But everybody tells me, Gigi, I would have said and done far worse than you have by now. So yeah, while I've been a little unkind in the things I've said, other people are like, you've shown a lot of fucking restraint. I don't know how you do it. And I don't know either. Anyway. All right.
Murder bugs. Love you all.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.